Tonight I'll make a prediction. I'm putting my neck on the line. This year, the calypso crown is mine. Don't say I have an ego. Don't say I talking nonsense. And it's not a case of overconfidence. No, no, no. Because since I was a child, I've always dreamed one day of being the monarch on top of the scene. So tonight is my test to put this issue to rest. How can I lose when I've been taught by the best? Oh yes, is the mighty Pele. Tell me, Johnny, I will give you the remedy. Believe in yourself, whether you're crippled or blind, and no mountain will be too high to climb. It's the mighty Pele. Tell me, Johnny, originality is the key. Always be pleasant, always sing with a smile. Dress up nice, Johnny, step in style. Make sure that your diction clear, so the judges and audience could hear. Do fiestion, and you bound to win the calypso crown. Since I small, I love calypso, all the great songs and all the history. So for more advice, I went and checked Ashanti. He said, Johnny, sing to please the people, and you cannot go wrong at all. Express yourself and be emotional. Always protect your voice so it would not strain, Johnny. Don't pick up bad vices to destroy your brain. He said, John, that is the core, and I want to tell you much more. Same time, educator bust through the door. Say educator qui dit moi Johnny. Si ou vle faire tout moun tiriri, mettez un petit patois, un tout chanté. Exe quoi moun la kay apprécié. C'est educator qui dit moi Johnny. Uni pour sa manière pour servir. Sage là est uni à chaque confiance. Fait comme quoi pour assou en vacances. Just like Calypso Tyson, Johnny, go and knock them down once your lyrics strong. You bound to win the Calypso crown. I was feeling real excited, but still taking it step by step. So I decided to visit Dr. Pep. He said, Johnny, your songs must have meaning to put audience in a trance. And most of all, people must like how you dance.
So family, what's up? Welcome back to Voice of the People, and in case you didn't know, this is episode 3. So now that you've joined us and if you're following this journey, I am even more excited because we started off with something that's very dear to my heart. A lot of us remember Jani. I had a good relationship with herself and her manager, who was Kurt, and let me tell you, this lady's energy and the effort that she put into this art form was just phenomenal. Not to mention, being a female in the calypso arena, I think we can all say is not an easy task because it's generally male dominated, and they were coming out as heavy hitters. But guess what? Jani paved the way and she won the Monarch crown in 2004. So this leads me to what we're up to today. Our next calypsonian actually emerged on the scene in 2004, making a debut in the South Calypso tent. So I think you guys can start narrowing down already. And like I said, being a lady in this takes some guts, and she in her own right is a heavy hitter. She's won 4 crowns, and right now I think we need to get right into it as we celebrate and also get to know Menell.
Menell, talented, vibrant. I would say sometimes don't care, but the don't care would mean in a nice way. Don't care what people think, don't care what people say. Just Menell, young, talented. That's who I am, Menell. I'm from a small community called Diga in Mikud, quarter of Mikud, where you find it wasn't a overpopulated place. Small, everybody knew everybody in that area. My mom is a farmer. My dad is an electrician. They were married with 4 children. My mom, she was the breadwinner of the house, I would say. She was a struggler. She raised us up, sent us to school on the farm, you know. Planting, growing, going up to the farm with her, carrying the load, come back home, you know, eat what we grow. Yes, so she was the one who was always carrying us as a family from Diga Mikud. Went to school at the Mikud Primary School, got an opportunity to a secondary school, but with the struggle, my mom couldn't afford, so I had to take it on my own and learn for myself. And everything, presently, I'm still doing it, learning. As a young girl, growing up, I didn't know what I really want. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know anything. And I had that dream. Myself climbing a ladder with a mic, and that's how I knew that's what I want to do. It was my dream. That's why I always tell young people to follow your dreams. You know, you have to have a dream. So that was my dream, singing. Although I do other stuff, I'm interested in other stuff, I do other stuff, but what I love is singing, and that's what I do. I started with MC songs at the age of 19 years old. I went to a karaoke at the Wave that was at Shock, a restaurant in Shock, and he was judging, and apparently I sang a song and he loved it, and he was like, you can make it, you can. And then he went down to the countryside to my mom and he said, I would like to see this girl go forward. I would like to, let me take her and mold her. And then he took me and brought me up to Castries, and that's where I started singing with Magic Circle, the band Magic Circle. We used to go to the pubs, Shamrock Pub, to Papillon Hotel, Rex St. Lucian Hotel, travel, you know, at that time it was the tourist board. We used to travel with the tourist board going over the US, you know, to represent St. Lucia or promote St. Lucia. And then I started again with, after that I started doing backups for reasons. And then soon after I went and do backups for the South Tent. And then I decided, you know what? I'm tired of being in the back. Let me try the front. And then talking to a few of the members, they encouraged me and they said, don't be shy, you can do it. And Tony Wilkinson gave me my first song, which was I Want a Licking. That was my first song. And then I went up with that. Apparently I didn't really know about the art form. But hearing people talk and, you know, I get to know about it now. It's a business. I never knew it like that. It was just something that I love and I just do it, you know. As I said, I didn't really know what the art form was about. I thought you would just come on stage, sing your song. I didn't know you have that appearance. You have to have that that charisma, that voice, that you have to have something that people would like to see. And I didn't know it. I thought, okay, take a mic, sing, get out. And then I get to understand it. With South Tent, I started with them. And then I decided, you know what, I really want to dive into the big stage. I want to go to the finals. Then I approached Niam Jean-Baptiste. And he gave me 2 songs. The Campy song, Holding On, and Pass It On. And that was my first year that I won in 2007.
I love this country with all of my heart. Can't just sit and watch men rip her apart, no. That's why I postponed retirement, took them out and formed the government with 10 men who had goodwill in this land. But the taste of power got to their head. Now they're glad I'm ill, they wish I was dead. But once they get out of line, there's fire in their behind. No sickness can keep me in that hospital bed. I'm still holding on to the power you gave to me. You see, till me last breath gone, I go fight for sweet St. Lucie. Oh yes, I go let no one come and plunder this my country. I'm still holding on till the master ready for me. I'm holding on to their life, holding on tight for me wife, holding on for me family, holding on for my country until my day come. Tell them come be still holding on. I ain't dead and gone. Come be still holding on. Boy.
That night, I think it was meant, because at the time you had our Prime Minister at the time very ill, and I think the whole country could have feel the energy was there, and they was just waiting for that night for me to come and just deliver that song.
Abandon my plantation in my home. First thing when I return to the helm, give big jobs to every one of them. Even made that guy minister also. Ruthless from Choiseul showed me disrespect. Ruthless, ruthless. I had to kick him out of my cabinet. Super 8 quiet like a mouse. If they squeak, I'll dissolve the house. Once you threaten sweet Lucy, can't be no mess. I'm still holding on to the power you gave to me. Lucy, holding me last breath gone.
It was painful. I cried the few minutes before the performance and after I came off stage, because the feeling, I had that feeling in me, you know. And before that, the wife called. She called me and congratulated me. So it was just like, I just had that feeling.
And when they call first place Menell.
Yeah, my heart dropped. Because it's a feeling you never feel before. Like, you know, you're a winner of a monarch. It always happens when I win a crown.
Hey, what's up? You're back to me finally. I've been waiting, but forgive me if I was a little bit distracted. I just had to reflect for a moment because, as I said earlier, we have to recognize the fact that Menell has put in some serious work when it comes to the calypso art form, and I just feel like she's carrying on the legacy for Jani because, again, there's not many women in the calypso field or in the calypso arena, so we have to shout her out for that. But right now, let me give you the facts, because I did say before she's a 4-time monarch. Well, she won in 2007, then 2011, 2014, and then 2016, so that is something worth celebrating. And right now I'm going to take you back to our hub, which is, you guessed it, Island Mix, and we're going to take in an exclusive performance. It was really hard for her to pick because, you know what, winning 4 crowns, she's in love with all of these victories, but I think the one that's most fitting and relevant, and Menell would agree, is her 2011 song Rebellious Youth. So sit back, relax guys, let's have some fun and enjoy this performance.
The violence to all those rebellious youths. All lives matter. They would not give you room when on the sidewalk. Most times they congregate to gossip and talk. And if by chance you pass and brush the shoulder, without hesitation they curse your mother. Under the shoulders have dangerous weapon, a blade, a knife, scissors, or even a gun. Like them programmed to hate or kill somebody. The peace for them they burned and burn already. It's rebellious youth. Why so violent and why so uncool? Rebellious youth. You better think 3 times, boy, before you shoot. Rebellious youth. You breaking the laws of the Father. Rebellious youth, you better respect your elder. Hey! Sakwe padi, sakwe buo. Stop the violence. Da sakwe gab, alefusa. Them from since they're small, raise them up perfect. Teach them to pray and all with manners, respect. But as young men today, they turn from these ways. Without respect for age, they're killing these days. A murder at Pigeon Point, 24-year-old. How could young men hearts be so cruel and cold? To rob an old granny in she business place. Watch she in iron, shoot she blank in the face. It's rebellious youth. Why so violent and why so uncouth? Yes, youth. You better think 3 times, boy, before you shoot. Rebellious youth. You spit on the laws of the Father. Rebellious youth. You better respect your neighbor. Hey! Sakwe padi, sakwe buo. Aye du tout. Heat gas. Stop the violence. Intelligent to plot and do wicked things, oblivious that the Father up there watching. Not even in the church, the home nowhere safe. Is ready set fire at set time and place. To hitmen strike, go one less on the list. At the PM constituency office, police strike back their mission, search and destroy. Now hear his mommy cry, he was a good boy. Rebellious youth. Why so violent and why so uncool? Yes, youth. You better think 3 times, boy, before you shoot. Rebellious youth. Destroying the laws of the Father. Rebellious youth. You better respect one another. Hey! Sakwe padi, sakwe buo.
I hear the two. Yeesh, gas. Crime doesn't pay. Stop the violence now. We gotta be one another's keeper. Stop it, stop the violence, rebellious youth. You got to stop it now. Stop the violence.
So I'm hoping that each and every one of you enjoyed that performance. But, you know, as I was taking it in, I couldn't help but realize that 2011 seemed to be a really great year for Menell. Because when I look at it, besides winning the crown in 2011 with Rebellious Youth, later that year she also went on to claim the title of Caribbean Calypso Monarch. And then further down the line, but still in 2011, she was awarded the St. Lucia Medal of Merit Gold for her contributions for the culture and the arts and obviously the performance. So I feel like she just took one for the team. So this one was for the ladies. And let's get back to Menell because I'm pretty sure there's some more that we need to find out.
The do's: focus, practice, sleep well, reuse, practice, as I said. The don'ts: don't listen to what people, you have that strength in you, don't listen to what people say because they will always figure out, oh, you're not doing that the way you should do it. To me, that's the only don't. Do what your mind tells you to do. Don't listen to other people when they come to you and say, oh, you shouldn't do it that way or you shouldn't. That's the don't for me. Listening to people on a night of a finals, it will break your spirit.
But in terms of the actual craft of a calypso, like you know, you mentioned Niam Jabatis and there are a few other writers. I'm pretty sure when you sit down and you hear a good calypso, when you hate, what in your mind, what about that song, about a calypso makes it a good calypso for you? Apart from stage performance and so on, but when you hate, that's a good calypso.
The lyrics. It has to have good lyrics. It has to have meaning. Something I can relate to. Something I can relate to.
Who are your other favorite calypsonians? You can mention locally or even regionally. Who are some of your favorite calypsonians?
I only have one. Mighty Pele.
Why?
This man had songs a book couldn't even take.
Disables the terror, then Zandoli decide to emigrate. Then the maker welcome Caro to heaven's gate. As for Pep, if in truth he has really said goodbye, it would seem that he had formed destined to die. I tell them we have people like Hope Black, Robbie and Mary G, Lady Lynn and Wally, Tricky and Moggy. Let us not forget John T, and as we go along, we find Nadej and Mahandra just starting to come strong. Pas oublier Ashanti, ça c'est on ma pipi. Depuis il me dit la vie douette, nous pas né pour n'y pas le all them illusions, have no reservations. Lucian calypso, always being safe.
And here in St. Lucia, you don't really hear much of him, unless if it's a calypso season. But with Pele, I've worked with him before, and he gives me encouragement. He gave me my first recorder, my first cassette recorder. He gave it to me.
Explain for especially calypsonians who are coming in. You said you didn't know about the art form.
Yeah.
But explain the importance of a tent experience.
Okay, going to the tent the first time what I understood, what I went through, it's like you perform on the night, whatever income that you make on that night, you're supposed to use it or invest it in your second night, and it continues. That's the starting of it. So you continue like that until you get to the final point, and not waiting for a sponsor or not waiting for people to make contributions to you. From the time you start that first night, you're supposed to take that income and put it into all the other nights that you are getting ready for, because you will need stuff. You will need your sheets changed, you will need your makeup, you'll need your outfits, you will need, so that income, it's like you cannot take anything out of that until the season is done. When you love something, you don't give up on it. If you love someone, you don't give up on them. If you love something, you don't give up on it. You just continue until one day you just say you're tired, because it's not all the time that the body takes, you know. So it's like when you're tired, you're tired. So unless I'm not tired, I don't think I'll say I'm done. I'm not done yet.
Is calypso dying?
No, it's just changing.
Why you say that?
Different ideas, different form of music. It's the same calypso, but you have different ways of singing it or doing it.
So in your opinion, I mean, how do you feel about other, you hear people saying it, that in there, and even those in your own art form, calypso is dying. How do you feel about hearing that?
It's not dying, because soca came from calypso, groovy came out from calypso. So these things are still there. It's just bigger than calypso, but calypso is still there.
Do you believe calypso needs to transform and adapt? Is there a need to transform? Is there a need to adapt to, you know, the change in culture, the generations, the things that are happening, even in terms of how the tent experience should happen? We have this type of production as well?
No, I don't think so. I don't want it to.
Why?
It's the backbone, it's the foundation of all the others. So why leave your first love?
Calypso moving forward, how do you feel about that? Because especially we're in COVID-19 season, you had to do something like this to try and keep it relevant this year. So moving forward, what are your thoughts on calypso moving forward?
Moving forward, there is a wide area in technology. There are ways of getting material out there. There are ways of promoting calypso, or there are ways of doing it when it comes to technology. You don't have to have a wide crowd to make a show go on. I mean, you can, because things are changing, as you said. If today or tomorrow something else like that happens, and you have people out there who wants to send out a message, they use technology. So I think technology would be a base to send out music or broaden calypso. My only last words, just be true to yourself. If you love to do something, just do it. That's all I have to say.
Hey good people, I am so ready to keep things moving. Just want to break it up a little bit, you know, because we can't be all talk and no play. And with that said, you know, we keep giving you VIP access, making you feel super exclusive, because that's what we do. So we are going to go back to our creative hub, that is Island Mix, because so many good things happen there. And guess what? I'm here to let you know that Menell has not been stagnant during this COVID period, because you're about to listen to some brand spanking new music. And this song is called Last Days. It's for 2020. So this is the first place that you're going to see a live live performance of this. So you better get ready and recognize, because we're going to enjoy this performance.
See what this world has come to today. It proves to me that we are living in the last days. From the beginning, sin was the cause of men's destruction. God sent thunder, hail, and brimstone to destroy Sodom. He said, "Go be fruitful and multiply." Yet men and women, they on a sex drive to explore their greatest fantasies. While some taking life from the unborn child, I sit and ask myself why. Why we back to Sodom and Gomorrah again? Look what is happening in Gomorrah. Homosexuality in Gomorrah. Cheating and adultery in Gomorrah. Every day is a bloodshed in Gomorrah. Our people living in fear as we follow the same old trend. Scripture says this world will soon end. My people, we are living in the last days. Judgment time will come. The human race time is numbered in a world that is full of hate. Where there's no laws, no justice, no peace, violence increase. The world economy has collapsed and now in recession. Plagues and diseases out of control, drop population. Still men of power want to succeed, so they lie, they cheat and make promises. Exploit the poor man, begging, can you help me please? With no regards and respect for humanity, I sit and ask myself why. Why go back to Sodom and Gomorrah again? Look what is happening in Gomorrah. So much of wickedness in Gomorrah. Killing and drunkenness in Gomorrah. Every day is a bloodshed in Gomorrah. Our people living in fear as we stick to the same old trend. History says this world will soon end. Can't you see? We are living in the last days. Can you hear my cry? Revelation time has come. Just imagine in a world if everyone could make a change. It don't matter if you're black or white, we all must unite and not fight. There's no time left to waste with all what is happening. The gateway for our own fate lies in our hands. Now technology has taken over to manipulate our minds and future, to control power and authority. There are so many signs we just can't ignore. I sit and ask myself why. Why go back to Sodom and Gomorrah again? Look what is happening in Gomorrah. Selfishness and greed in Gomorrah. Nobody is taking heed in Gomorrah. Every day is a bloodshed in Gomorrah. Our people living in fear as we follow the same old trend. Everybody knows this world will soon end. Can't you see? We are living in the last days. Can't you see? We are living in the last days. Open your eyes. We are living in the last days. Can you hear my cry? We are living in the last days.
I want my calypso. I love my calypso. Hey! Ah! All right, guys, y'all keep catching me off guard. But anyhow, I was just enjoying this, really feeling this episode as well, because I feel like it's a tribute to all of the female calypsonians, past, present, and those still to come. And if Menell's story is not enough to motivate and get more of our ladies in the arena, I don't know what else is going to do it. I mean, I better take my own advice too. I may have to consider this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This is what Voice of the People is all about. We are just embracing our culture and making sure a critical part of it, which is calypso, which documents our history, will never die. So thank you so much for supporting this cause. Gonna remind you that the GoFundMe is there, so make sure you go out, support, or you can go to Easy Click Tickets, look for Voice of the People, and let's help this continue and bring you more great content. And until then, guys, make sure you spread the word, because Voice of the People will be back. Episode 4 is gonna be great, and I'll see you then. Bye.